Hey. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hey. It's me. Darian's not awake yet. Neither am I.
Usually those things are up and ready to go.
Ready to go? Not
Uh-huh.
today, my friend.
Nope.
It
Somebody.
is Dixon Divining on Talk 995, talk995.com. It is Monday, the 27th of April of 2026. We've got ourselves a pretty good day, 85 for a high, but then rain comes in tonight, and the temp doesn't really drop much, 82 for a high tomorrow, but then it is supposed to rain tomorrow most of the day. It starts in the morning, starts overnight tonight, then runs all day long tomorrow, and then into Wednesday.
Yep. Kind of a couple of rounds of rain on Tuesday, and some of that could be severe. But yeah, we'll be dealing with a little bit of rain later today, all the way through Wednesday. Get yourself an umbrella and just prepare.
Yep, we will keep an eye on it for you and keep you apprised of the situation as it continues to unfold. Of course, this is the anniversary of the April 27th tornadoes that took place in 2011. If you can believe that was 15 years ago. Is that
Golly.
right?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a wild day. There's no question about that.
Yeah, that
All
was
of us remember that pretty well.
very, very heavy. Let us hope that we don't have anything resembling that. Thus far, meteorologists are not predicting anything of that nature. That's a once every 50 years kind of thing, you know? And we had ours.
The
So
setup that day, and actually the days leading up started looking bad, and then the morning of, that's when we were hearing this is going to be a bad day. We were
It
like, what?
turned out
I
that
mean,
it
it's
was.
going to be a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When they're able to tell that far in advance, you know something serious is in the offing. So fortunately, we don't have to worry about that today. We
No.
do maybe a little, I don't know, possibly a pop-up twister here or there, but nothing as serious as that. Alabama Tree Pros, 308-4158, if you're worried about a tree coming down on your property as a result of weather. You need to get these guys on the case. AlabamaTreePros.com, online, AlabamaTreePros.com, 308-4158 on the telephone. You can find out all about this really top-notch tree removal service that can also help you save a tree if that's what you're looking for. You know, they'll be more than happy to talk to you about, well, all right, maybe we can, if you do this and this other thing over here, then it might actually survive and you can keep it and it may last for several more years. They know their trees is what I'm trying to say, and saving the tree doesn't really cost you any money, or it costs you less than taking it down, because there's really nothing inexpensive about tree removal. It's a fairly expensive endeavor. Most of the money that they have to invest goes to insurance, because people get hurt in this business. But they'll take it down, they'll chop it all up into pieces and bring in the dump truck and the giant crane and move everything out of your way, and it's like the tree was never there. They're that good. 308-4158, less expensive than the other guys as well. What's not to love? It's Alabama Tree Pros, AlabamaTreePros.com. All right, Darian, you remember where that button is from last Friday, right? I'm sure. All right, let's try this thing. Go.
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Well, the White House Correspondents' Dinner erupted into an assassination attempt on Saturday night. An attendee who reportedly had the hotel room next to Cole Allen recalled that he described as alarming security lapses in the hours before Allen allegedly opened fire outside the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Daily Beast editor Hugh Dougherty said the apparent breaches explain how the suspect may have been able to slip a disassembled long gun past authorities. Well, he checked in the night before and said so himself in his manifesto. He said they didn't see this coming. They're all, stopping people as they're coming in, not bothering to think, well, maybe somebody checked in the night before, the day before, and has been laying in wait with these guys, and that's exactly what he did. He had a number of weapons on him, including a knife, and ran toward the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Now, Secret Service agents were able to get this guy down 50 yards from the I mean, he didn't even breach the perimeter to get through the doors to get into the same room as the president, vice president, first lady, et cetera, et cetera. But it certainly does give one pause and makes one wonder, should we be holding events in a hotel like this?
That's a very good question, and I
Yeah.
think we got our answer over the weekend. But this guy was apparently took a train across the country to get to the hotel, and again checked in not only with a long gun, but a handgun and some knives and whatnot. And again, watching him on that video just flying through the lobby, he just took off in a sprint But of course, you're doing that, and you've got Secret Service agents around. You're going to get taken down pretty quickly. And there was one officer that did. There was a one of the weapons he did fire, and it did hit him in the vest.
Yep.
Luckily, he's fine. That was really the extent of it. But to see the reaction of some of the correspondents in that, ballroom, it was a perfect setup, because it's like, yes, this is exactly what President Donald Trump has been talking about. Let's build a big enough ballroom so we can hold this event there and make sure that we've got, the security that we need. It's difficult to do that in a place that has a hotel attached to it.
Yeah.
So maybe we don't do that anymore.
No, I agree. And people who are trying to claim that this is some sort of hoax that was designed for the establishment of the ballroom. He's just trying to build up some sort of support for the ballroom. He doesn't care about your support. I don't know if you've noticed this or not. Donald Trump is building the ballroom, whether you like it or not. It's already in process, and he doesn't need to fake an assassination attempt to get some sort of support for it. He already has the funding from his rich friends, and it's not tax dollars. So, no, none of that is true. We're not even going to, we'll give
crazy,
that short shrift.
Yeah, right.
Donald Trump stopped Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff from going to Pakistan on Friday. He said, you know what, never mind. Iran has our number. They want to call, they can call. We're not going to waste a bunch of time on this travel. Essentially what it comes down to is we've shut off the strait. We are going in. We are demining it. I have given now carte blanche to our Navy to blow any of these little boats out of the water, any of the Iranian boats out of the water. He says, we're going to be controlling the Strait of Hormuz from now on. We have the Navy. We have the ability to do this. So we'll decide who goes through, who doesn't go through. And Iran's not going through. End of story. Now Iran is saying, well, we want to have talks about opening the strait. How about we just have a conversation about that? We have a plan. We'll get the strait open, then we'll put off the nuclear talks till later. And Trump says, no, that's not. No, it's an all or nothing deal.
Yeah, this is looking like desperation from Iran when you have mediators from Pakistan that made this presentation going, look, we'll open up the strait and you all stop the blockade of supplies getting in and out and oil getting out and that sort of thing. And by the way, we want to postpone the nuclear negotiations. No, that's number one on the list.
Right.
And let me tell you what, the blockade is working very well.
Obviously.
And it is apparent to me that they're ready. They're about tired of it now. It's only going to get worse financially, economically for them.
They are.
So just, and President Trump said it last week, look, time is on our side. It's not on their side.
No. They're maybe a week away from having to cap some oil wells because they got no place to store it. They can't move it out and they can't store it, and that's going to be a problem, and that is why they're starting to panic right now.
Yep.
Huntsville is spending $350,000 to explore light rail service to Nashville, Birmingham, and the ATL. Yeah, it's $350,000 just to, mount some sort of research on this to see whether or not it's possible. Study would be funded by the Huntsville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization. This isn't the first time that we've discussed light rail. I think Birmingham has talked about light rail between here and Atlanta multiple times, and the idea always falls apart after we don't even get to the planning stage, I think, because it is so costly. I don't believe that there is a train in this country that pays for itself. I think that federal subsidies are the only thing that keep Amtrak alive, And so every time we start talking about it, it just becomes fiscally unfeasible. Now, how nice would it be to be able to hop on a train, just go up to Huntsville, maybe take it from there to Nashville? That would be fantastic.
It'd be a lot of fun, too.
I would love that, and think about this. If you were flying out of somewhere, flying out of Atlanta, flying out of Nashville, to be able to take the train, not have to do the park thing and pay for all that, God knows, I've paid several $100s for parking sometimes when I've gone to fly. $30 for a train ticket would beat the hell out of that.
Yeah, and again, it's good to see Huntsville's pretty progressive, and they're trying to think ahead with Space Command and everything else that's going on there, and it looks like it's expanding further and further, and more people are moving to Huntsville. How do we grow this thing out? And that, I think it's brilliance on their part to go ahead and start figuring it out and maybe put this light rail system in. I don't know how far it'll go, but they're going to spend $350,000 to figure it out.
My guess will not be built in my lifetime. That doesn't mean that it won't be built. It just means that I could die any day. That's all I'm saying.
Study will be done next year.
Next year,
So
the study.
Will you get through? Will you
Yeah.
stay here till the study is done?
I'll stick around
Okay,
for that.
stick around, please.
Just for that, for sure. Let's talk about work trucks downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South, where they bring the trucks in from all over the country, put them through a 125-point inspection, and then put them on the lot at great low prices for you and your business. Whether you are looking for something in a flatbed truck, a big old dump truck, maybe you just need a pickup truck, big, small, whatever. These are the guys that can make it happen for you. They've got over 100 vehicles on the lot at any given time, all painted white, ready for your logo. You can trade, you can finance, you can get an extended warranty, and you can take your truck once you buy it, or you can take the one you have now to their service center right across the street. Work Trucks with an X, LLC.com. If you haven't checked them out online, you are missing out. Work Trucks with an X, LLC.com. Work Trucks, where they are all about trucks. 621 Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk 995.com, getting this show off and rolling with the Jeff joke of the day. You ready?
Yes, bring it.
Mm-hmm. Policeman knocked on my door, said my dog was chasing a kid on a bike. I said, that can't be my dog. He doesn't even have a bike. Wow.
Can't let you add that one, Richard.
That's a no-go. No-go for Darian. Ouch. My wife asked me, have you seen the dog bowl? I said, I didn't even know he could. Come on.
Thank you for the laughter this morning.
Yikes. 621 and Monday. Wow. How was your weekend? What'd you do?
It was a productive weekend.
Really?
Yeah. Got some more yard stuff done that I needed to get done. Ran a few errands. Saw some friends over the weekend. I don't know, just a little of this, a little of that.
Did you get any rain on Friday night to speak of?
Yes.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah,
Not a lot.
It was like a drop. I mean, it was terrible.
Yeah.
I was told that we were going to get this, big downpour and it was going to be nice and there might be some lightning and whatnot. Nothing. I mean, it was just the tiniest little bit of rain. I have a kind of a lower spot in my gravel drive where the water gathers, and it's a lake if it rains even a little bit. So when I woke up on Saturday morning and there was no lake, I was like, oh, that
Rain
was
gauge
weak.
said a half inch.
Oh, geez, not at my house.
I
Not
don't,
even
I
close.
never know if that thing is right or not, but
No,
I'll go with it.
I got nothing close to a half an inch at my place. Did get some Saturday afternoon at about 5:30, I want to say.
Really?
Yeah, the sky opened up and it rained for a good hour. It was nice. That was the soaking rain that I was looking for.
Played a little golf Friday afternoon.
Is that right?
Yeah, before the rain.
Nice.
Yeah.
9 holes? 18?
Nine.
You got 9
Just
holes?
a quick 9
That's
late
it?
in the day.
That's all you can do?
Yeah, well, it's all I have time for.
Okay.
18 takes too long.
Yeah. So you just,
And it's not based on how I play. It's based on how many people are out on the course.
that's true. Yeah.
For the love. There were 2 guys in front of me, and they were like, you can play through. And I was like, are we playing too far up? And he's like, no, we're just, kind of taking our time. Go ahead.
We're slow.
I was like, okay.
All righty then.
Just went on through.
Knock yourself out.
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Got through a little quicker.
I did not make it to the Barbecue and Blues Festival, sadly.
No, you didn't.
No, I did not. The person I was going to take with me had a stomach virus.
Oh.
And so I was like, okay, you know what?
Maybe I'll just pass.
I was going to lie down and take a little nap because I'd been up and very productive in the morning hours on Saturday. I'd been moving and going and doing and shucking and jiving. And that was like, suddenly I was like, okay, I'm kind of tired. I think I'm going to lie down here. And I did. And I woke up at like 2 o'clock and I went, oh, yikes. There's only 4 hours left and it takes me about an hour to get there. And I'm like, and then a friend of mine called and said, I could really use your help painting this bathroom.
Oh, Lordy B.
I said, you do not.
You know what? I think I'm going to make it to that barbecue
I was
festival.
like, you do not want me to paint. I am the world's worst painter. And he said, no, you can only be second worst because I'm the world's worst painter. So he had 2 really bad painters, but we did get the job done quickly.
Well, that was nice.
Which was
you were
nice.
assisting.
Yes, and then, like I said, it rained, and then I was thinking, I was like, okay, so now I've rearranged my life. I could feasibly go see a movie tonight. Maybe I'll go see Michael. Maybe I'll go see Normal. I started looking up what was available at the theater near me.
And then?
And then I remembered, the White House Correspondents' Dinner is on. I got to go look at that.
Wow. That was a shock.
Yeah, I turned it on and was just like, okay. And then I was glued to the TV for the next 4 hours as everything was unfolding and Donald Trump, God bless him.
It's, well.
First off, no president has had to put up with 3 assassination attempts in 3 years like this. That's virtually unheard of. I think Teddy Roosevelt was the last one that, had anything of this nature. How many assassination attempts did we see against Obama? How many did we see against Biden? How many did we see against Bill Clinton? Yeah, I mean,
That should tell you a lot right there.
I love people who love to play the both sidism thing. Like, oh, well, there's a lot of violence on both sides. Seems like only one side gets assassination attempts when they become president, strangely enough. So, but Trump, during his press conference, let something slip that probably never should have seen the light of day. You know, we have people at these tables. They have Secret Service agents. They're undercover. They're sitting at the tables.
Yeah,
There's probably like one at every table. You're like, why are you
Yeah.
saying that?
Yeah,
Don't say that out loud.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
What are
It's
you
just
thinking?
part of it. Well, he gets going sometimes, and
Yeah.
he gets excited, and he has the knowledge, and maybe sometimes forgets that, the average Joe watching this has no idea about the security, and nor do we want them to know about it.
No. Well, look, the thought process here, as if you need me to tell you, is that if bad people show up, they tend to shoot the guys with the sunglasses and the earpieces. They don't shoot the, in some cases, lovely ladies wearing beautiful dresses sitting at these tables, but fully, packing and ready to engage if necessary. And they do have quite a few of those at these events, and that's not something that should probably have been made public knowledge, but once Donald Trump put it out there, it's like, well, okay, I guess it's out there now. Nothing we can do about
Probably
it.
not a good idea to do that, but yeah, so he said it.
Yeah, and then I spent a lot. Well, yesterday we had a band practice tight, man, so tight. Doing playing a gig at Vestavia Hills Methodist Church this Friday. They said we got a huge congregation, so we're not really advertising this. So I'm not going to tell you what time or what room or anything like that because they apparently don't want me to.
No, we don't. We don't need you outside type.
Right. That's right.
We got enough in here.
This is a closed event.
Yeah.
But I also spent a good bit of time on X talking to every person that came along that said this thing was clearly staged.
You're like, why? I mean, what a crazy thing to say. We don't deal in reality anymore. We don't deal in facts anymore.
Oh, well, there's just so many inconsistencies.
Oh, good heavens.
Here's how you shut that down. Really? Walk me through how that works.
Mm-hmm. Tell me how that.
Explain to me from start to finish how they got a dyed-in-the-wool Kamala Harris supporter to commit to 30 years in prison to make Donald Trump look better.
Makes zero sense.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Good luck
I
with
saw that a bunch yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, people, please stop."
It really is sad. I think maybe they're kind of upset that no one did take a shot at Biden. They're like, he wasn't important enough to be shot at. No, really. When you get right down to it, they're trying to stop Donald Trump. I mean, and this guy's manifesto, which I read in its entirety, he said flat out, I want to kill members of the Trump administration.
Mm-hmm.
And,
top of his list.
And then work my way down from there. I don't want to hurt Secret Service agents if I can avoid it. Hopefully they're wearing vests. And I certainly don't want to hurt any hotel guests, So this is what I'm here for. And you still have people now today like, well, we don't really know his motives. No, we do. They're written out right there.
It's not very hard to see.
Very clear.
And a fairly smart guy. I mean, teacher and a Caltech grad. Once worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory back in 2014. So he's not an idiot. He just is a little cuckoo. Right. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Trump derangement syndrome times 5 million.
Whack job. Guy who just decided that he was going to screw up the rest of his life. Because
really
I think he's breathed his last free air for a while. I don't know how long they're going to put him away for, but the last guy, the one at the golf course, got 30 years. Yeah. 30 years.
Wow. Seems about right.
Okie dokie.
Because you sure don't want that happening again.
6:30, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5. 6:36, it's Dixon and Vining on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com. 27th of April. And a pretty good day, 85 for a high. Looking at some rain tonight and again tomorrow and on into Wednesday. Don't know about the rest of the week, to be honest with you. I can't even look past that. I'm not looking.
It looked pretty nice.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
after Wednesday.
All righty.
Yeah, some
If you say
sunshine.
so. Yeah. Headed toward the month of May.
Mm-hmm.
April showers are supposed to bring Mayflowers. Let's see if that's what happens.
Need more rain.
All righty.
Need a little bit more of that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You might need some of this in your life, too. Some financial help to get you and guide you where you need to be. Understanding your financial needs and developing the right strategies for you is what it's all about when we talk about the Knowles Group. Danny Knowles, the Knowles Group, thank you for sponsoring this year's Jawbone Jam. Been there a long time with us, and we thoroughly believe in what he does for so many Talk 99.5 listeners. And that truly is, it's a work of art what he does, because everyone is different. Everybody's needs are different. Your family, your business. When do you want to retire? How do you want to retire? Some people say, I don't need a lot of money in retirement. And others are like, you know what? I want to travel the world. I want to sell my house and live out at the lake. I want to get in an RV and go across the country here. Whatever your plans are. Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group, they want to sit down with you and talk with you about that, and then put together this beautiful blueprint that they create that brings everything together. And I know sometimes when we think we can do this, there are a lot of things nowadays you have to think about when it's a financial plan. Health insurance, Social Security, pensions, 401ks. Is your money invested in the right things? What about kids? What about college? Yeah, a million things to think about. So here's what I'd love for you to do. Reach out to him today, theknowlesgroup.com, online, and just talk with them for a couple of minutes. Schedule an appointment to come in and maybe talk in more detail about what it is you want to do. Very simple. The Knowles Group can help you. Knowles, Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group. Here's their website again, theknowlesgroup.com.
How about Sam's Club launching 1-hour delivery service?
Oh,
yeah,
that's fast.
That is fast. I can't even get in and out of Sam's Club in an hour.
I think some people would agree with you on that.
Well, I always
That's
find
amazing.
3 more things that I need. I mean, I know where everything is in the store, and I'm at the point now where I'm buying the dog food there because they have a Members Mark brand that has no beef and no dairy and no grain in it. And that's, Luna's allergic to everything. Bless her little heart.
Yep.
So she gets salmon and sweet potato.
Nice.
Yeah, but
I like salmon and sweet potato.
About $1 a pound. I think it's like $35 for the bag, and the bag is about 35 pounds. So I bought 2 last time I was there because I'm like, I'm an old guy. I don't feel like making that trip to the store every other day. You know.
Now they can deliver it to you. Wouldn't that be nice?
They could feasibly. I'm a long way off. I think I'm out of their delivery area, but that's okay. But as soon as I'm in there, I'm kind of like, oh, what's over here in the bread section? Oh, what's going on here? What's happening? Oh, I could probably use some more paper products. I should go get some of that. And then, oh, look, they've got their lunch meat on sale. Let's get some of that. And the next thing you know, I don't think I've ever gotten out of there without at least $100.
Mm-hmm. This is serious competition for Amazon.
I would think
because
so,
there's a lot of products that you could get from the Sam's Club warehouse or Walmart.
Yep.
That you need. Like, I'm going to cook, I don't know, some kind of rotisserie chicken for tonight. I need a couple chickens and I need a couple of this or that. And in an hour, you've got those grocery items or other products that you might need that they have. And now you're not waiting a day for Amazon. And sometimes you can get it from Amazon quicker than that. But it sounds like they're stepping up their game to compete with Amazon.
Well, they say on average orders took 55 minutes from placement to delivery. They have fulfilled nearly 65,000 orders in their first 3 weeks. The fastest deliveries were complete in less than 12 minutes.
Wow.
Holy cow.
That's pretty quick.
That is ridiculously fast.
I need that, and I need it now.
Man, oh, man. I try to be a little more.
Talk about instant.
Yeah.
Seriously. Maybe you're working on something in the backyard, and you're like, I need a hammer. My hammer just broke. And 12 minutes later, you got a hammer at your door? Good heavens.
Does Sam's Club sell hammers?
I don't know. Walmart does.
Walmart does.
Yeah,
so Sam's.
Walmart's got that whole tool section.
So are they delivering from Walmart as well, or just Sam's Club?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
If it's Walmart, well, I mean, Walmart's already doing the delivery thing. I don't know if
I'm
it's
sure.
part of this.
I'm sure it's Sam's doing. If Walmart is doing it, Sam's is doing
I would
it.
think so.
Well, Sam's is doing it, but I
Yeah.
don't know that Walmart is doing it. There's no reference to it here.
Hmm.
They say the warehouse chain owned by Walmart announced the news this week, stating that its new express delivery service has already fulfilled nearly 65,000 orders. You know, I'll say this. As big as Sam's Club is, and I can't speak for Costco, but as big as Sam's Club is, they have a fairly limited number of items that they sell in the grand scheme of things. That is to say, if you go down the coffee aisle, they will have giant plastic containers of Folgers, and then they'll have a box of like one other brand. And that's it. That's it. It's not like the coffee aisle at Walmart where there are 217 different brands of coffee.
True.
You know, I mean, you want peanut butter, you can either have Members Mark peanut butter or you can have Jif peanut
Well,
butter.
and you're going to get a lot of peanut butter. You're
And
going to get
yeah,
two
you're
big,
gonna
massive
come on
jars
now.
of it.
And it's all creamy.
Right.
They don't have crunchy. Forget about crunchy. It's not going to happen. So when I say there's a limited number of supplies, I can understand how they could get away with this with Sam's Club. I'm not sure that you could do that with Walmart. I'm not sure Walmart could do an hour delivery because those people with the blue bins that are always in
Yeah,
my way at
well,
Walmart, you know,
Yeah.
those people,
They'd need their own Walmart.
yeah, they'd have to.
I
No
think it's a-
customers in there. It's just theirs.
You got to think it's a different crowd that's shopping in Walmart that's shopping at Sam's.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a different crowd. I mean,
I shop both.
they're
You know what
generally
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got people that shop both
near each
but
other.
It's generally near each other, but your access to Walmart is easier because you don't need a membership.
That is true. And it's a very, very exclusive membership. They limit it to people who have $60 on them. It used to be, I think when I first signed up, it was 35.
Yeah,
And
they've
then
upped it.
It went up to 50 and this, and now they just let me know, they go, it's going to be 60 this year.
Mm-hmm.
And they always offer me like we've got this special thing for another $60. You get special deals on these items.
I was like, I don't need those items.
No, I made the mistake of buying it when you're only because they said if you don't use it, we'll refund the money. When a whole year did not buy a single thing that was on special, and I said, okay, give me my money back. They're like, are you sure? Yeah, I didn't. You got a record of what I bought. I didn't buy a single thing that you guys had marked down for us special club members.
Don't it be like that, though? They put the stuff that you know you're not going to buy. Like,
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some people bought it, just not me. So, yeah, I got my $60 back, and it seems like they're constantly still trying to upsell me on that thing. And I'm like, no, I tried it once. It didn't work. Just give me my $60 membership. And
Well,
my picture on the back of my card is from 12 years
Yeah,
ago.
mine is like, it's really old. I'm like, oh, that, gee whiz.
I don't think they care.
But I do think it's interesting that we're getting into all these competitions when you talk about Costco and Sam's and the checkout process and what they're doing to try to make it a little easier for customers. This is just one more thing that Sam's is doing to go, hey, we're competing with you. We see you out there, Costco. We're going to do a few things a little better than what you're doing.
Yeah.
And try to pull some of those customers away from Costco and get them back to Sam's.
See if we
Can I
can
make one suggestion that
Go.
Sam's needs to do?
let's have it.
Tap.
You saying like just be able to tap the card?
Yes. Apple Pay.
Yeah. That would be helpful.
Yes.
I don't know why. I mean, Walmart doesn't let you do that either. You
Yes.
have to insert that card
have
every
to-
single time. And
exactly.
it's like, everyone else is tapping. What's wrong with you guys? I don't know. They don't want it.
Step up your game.
So much
Let's
so
go.
that they actually have like a yellow metal thing that goes over the tapping part of the reader. They're like,
I don't
don't
get
even
that.
think about
I
it.
don't get that.
Don't try tapping. Don't look at
Because
this.
the slide card, one of my cards, I can never use it there. It never works at
Yeah.
Walmart.
Oh, I've got that problem. Walmart does not take my debit card. I don't know
Yeah,
why
I
not.
don't-
So it's got to be the Capital One. Everything goes on the Visa. 645 with Dixon inviting. 545-9950 if you'd like to drop us a line. By the way, Jeff fussed at me because he
Did
said I was going to use that joke. That was part of my repertoire,
Oh,
the dog bowl joke.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was going to use
Well,
it. I
too
took
late.
it from him. Sorry about that, Jeffy. Won't happen again. Back in a moment. Dixon inviting. Stick around. 650. Dixon inviting Talk 99.5, talk995.com on this Monday, last Monday of April. Coming up next week, not this week, next week, May the 7th, live real estate auction. Yep, Granger Thaggart Auction Marketing has got a place, 4400 Pinson Valley Parkway. It is about 1.3 acres, plus or minus 3,400 square foot building. Used to be a bank. There's a vault in there. How cool is that? Lobby, executive offices, everything. I mean, you could use it for anything. You could put retail there, a package store, office, a gas station if you want. Property is secured by a solar-assisted perimeter protection system. Pretty cool. And you can find out more about it and see pictures on gtauctions.com, gtauctions.com. This is happening, once again, a week from Thursday, May the 7th, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 4400 Pinson Valley Parkway. You could drive by there and take a look at it now, but you can also set up a chance to get a tour and actually see the entire thing from start to finish, front to back, and then you'll be better prepared for the auction when it happens. That's gtauctions.com to find out more, gtauctions.com. Apparently, members of the W are getting their Walmart delivered already. And then Kevin says Walmart delivers all under Spark Driver. Spark.
Yeah, I've had deliveries from Walmart. It's pretty convenient. I like it.
I
don't always use it, but
yeah.
Occasionally.
I can't bring myself to have groceries delivered.
Yeah, no, I want to go pick out.
Yeah.
I mean,
especially if you're trying to deal with fruit. And
vegetables and
things
fruit
of that
and
nature.
meats and chicken and all that kind of stuff.
I want to see it. I want
boxed and cans things. Yeah, go ahead and bring that to me all day.
I want to put my hands on it. Well, I'll tell you, one of the problems I had is that when I had COVID, and I had to order some stuff from Winn-Dixie, and I was just going to pull up, and they were going to put it in the trunk, because that's they have the drive and wait situation over there. And after I ordered, they came back and they said, hey, listen, this one thing, we're out of it. Can we replace it with something else? Well, I was ordering NyQuil because the doctor said this is going to help you sleep. And they were trying to sell me like Polident or something. I was like,
wrong
no,
thing.
yeah. I said, no, that's not what I was ordering. I ordered a NyQuil. They got a number wrong somewhere along the line. I don't know exactly what it was. But that's another reason why ordering is a little dicey.
Yeah,
that they get it wrong and you're stuck with it, and then now you have a task. I have to go return something. Thank you very much. Thomas says the blue bins on our way at Walmart is a result of COVID. Walmart was open 24 hours, and the stock was put out in the overnight hours. Now they're closed overnight. Thus, blue bins on our way. Actually, no, I'm talking. The blue bins are the people who are doing that shopping. They're the ones who are running around and
gathering all that stuff up to deliver it.
Putting orders for Valerie together. That's what's happening.
Grocery cart order.
Right, yeah. And they'll have 6 of those bins on one trolley so that they can kind of do shopping for 6 people at once. And they have got speed tests for this. If you don't do it within a certain amount of time, your ass is fired. They will let you go.
I bet they be bending the corners in the Walmart.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I'll tell you that right now. I have nothing but appreciation for those people, except when they're in my damn way.
So what happens when the cart and the bins are taller than the person?
Yeah,
good
that
question.
happens. I've seen that. I'm like, you can't even see what's there for that bin.
Here's a question for you. If you had to guess, why do you think Diego Pavia, who was number 2 for the Heisman Trophy, did not get drafted?
You know, how absolutely humiliating is that?
Oh, man.
Seriously. That you went from such a high place and then this happened. Now you have to live with this the rest of your life. You have to tell your kids and your grandkids what the heck happened.
Because he took the Johnny Manziel profile a little too serious.
Oh.
He might. He could go play for the UFL, right? Maybe earn his stripes and find his way into the NFL that way. Others
Almost seems unfair, doesn't it?
I mean, Kurt Warner, he played for arena football.
Arena
right?
football.
Yeah, he got hired out of there and then went and won a Super Bowl. So You know, it's not impossible that he finds his way to the NFL. Maybe he gets picked up as an undrafted choice. But all I can think of is after he didn't win the Heisman and he had his little hissy fit, I think NFL teams looked at him and went,
absolutely.
Yeah, be careful of that attitude because it will
Absolutely
bite you right in the piney, and that's what it appears has happened.
I think they just said, we don't need a drama queen on our team. We have enough trouble as it is. Colin Kaepernick Part 2 is not going to work for us. He did apologize later. You know, he did say, I shouldn't have done that. It was wrong, and my emotions got the better of me, and so on and so forth. But the damage was done. Add that to the fact that he's 5'10". But, Doug Flutie was like 4'8", wasn't he?
Doug Flutie was short. He was about 5'8", 5'9".
You can make
it.
Yeah, you can be successful in the NFL. I mean, I think this was more of an attitude thing. Really was.
That hurts, man.
Yeah.
Talent. The thing about it, they will tolerate you until your talent isn't tolerable.
Right. Exactly.
So you can't come into situations. You had guys like Lamar Jackson that had no off-the-field issues, and he was catching flack coming out of college.
Yeah.
So if a guy that is severely undersized and played as many years as he did in college, so you're already behind the 8 ball as far as if you were talented, you would have been in the league years prior. They weren't going to tolerate some of his tactics. And plus, he was trying to be another version of Manziel. The difference is Manziel is 30 times more talented than Diego Pavia.
Well, he didn't show that in the NFL, though, did he?
No, he did not.
Johnny Football kind of got to the NFL and fell apart, man. And he's not the first one. I mean, I've watched a lot of these busts. Ryan Leaf, Jamarcus Russell. There's a story that Jamarcus, he didn't have to try very hard at LSU. He had a lot of natural talent. So
he was throwing the ball 60 yards on his knees.
So he didn't put much effort in. Well, you can't get away with that in the NFL. And there's a story that they gave him some tape to watch over the weekend, or over the week, and said, "Listen, you need to, watch this, see what we're going to be dealing with, and brace yourself accordingly and plan for this upcoming team." And he came back and they said, "Well, what do you think?" He said, "I think I've got it. I took a look at that and I'm good to go." And they're like, "The tape was blank, Jamarcus."
You got nailed. You got nailed.
Right, and that was when they realized this guy wasn't putting in any effort at all. He got his 2-year money deal, and then that was it for him. It was 2 and done, and he was a terrible quarterback. And God bless him. That was the Oakland Raiders too. Love the Raiders. Really
had
wanted
an
him to do
opportunity
well
of a
there.
lifetime, and you blew it.
Yeah.
You could have put in the effort, and you could have been this or that, but yeah, that's not good.
And then you look at a guy like Tim Tebow, and again, as much as I love Tim Tebow, there was a certain amount of hubris involved in that because everybody, and I mean everybody, was telling him, "You're an H-back. You need to be an H-back.
Change position.
Nope. I'm going as a quarterback. I refuse to go anything else." He might still be playing today.
He would be a Hall of Fame tight end had he changed earlier enough.
Well, you know what?
To that position.
I think God had a different direction for him.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
he's in a different
minor league baseball. That was the direction God had for him.
No, he's doing some pretty neat things right now.
He
so,
absolutely is,
I think maybe that was meant to be.
I have nothing but respect for him. Don't get me wrong, but I do think Marcus Allen, was a quarterback back in high school and was he played a couple of different positions in college ball, and then when he got into the NFL, they're like, "This is what you're going to be doing," and he was like, "Okay, if you say so." And lo and behold, Hall of Famer. So maybe listen to the pros when they tell you what you should be doing.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
7 o'clock with Dixon of Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk995.com. We are off and running on a Monday. Stick around. A lot more to come.